on radio, on YouTube, and on your smartphone. This is TTUTA Speaks. We invite all listeners to tune into I-95.5 every Thursday morning at approximately 7:25 for TTUTA Speaks, a program which highlights local, regional, and international issues affecting the education sector. Good morning to all listeners and welcome to TTUTA Speaks. I'm your presenter, Barry Joel Desaine. Social media was abuzz last week when it was reported that students at Penal Rock Presbyterian School were denied the opportunity to dress in traditional East Indian clothing on the eve of Diwali. Angry parents were informed that the principal received a memo from a school supervisor which disrupted the school's plan to allow pupils to wear cultural clothing in recognition of Diwali observances. The memo stated that the ministry's policy regarding pupils wearing school uniform for all school activities remain in effect, and that, quote, any deviation required that pupils enter the school compound in school uniform, change into appropriate attire for the event, and then change back into said school uniform before dismissal and departing the school compound, off quote. This incident has since been investigated and corrected with a circular on the policy on varying the prescribed uniform. However, it augments several other issues that need to be carefully examined. It should be noted that this is not the first time that school plans were disrupted by agents of the Ministry of Education. In more recent years, principals have reported being denied permission for several planned activities, particularly those that might require deviations from normal school operations. These include staff meetings, PTA meetings, parent day activity, staff development workshops, and some celebratory events. Principals also no longer have the final say as to whom should address pupils as guest speakers. Even this, they are told, must be approved by the Ministry of Education. Moreover, when permission is denied, often no reason is given. It could be argued that the Ministry of Education has little confidence in their principals to effectively lead and manage their schools. If this is the case, then the solution is not in micromanagement, but in ensuring that principals are adequately trained for the executive job for which they are appointed. Another concern is the increasing use of non-codified directives from school supervision. This is a concern that was raised by the Trinidad and Tobago Unified Teachers Association several years ago with regard to directives that were not signed by the Permanent Secretary. Perhaps school supervisors should be reminded that it is illegal to give a directive that deviates from the regulated policies of the Ministry of Education and the laws of Trinidad and Tobago. This principle was implicit in a court matter adjudicated by Madam Justice Jacqueline Wilson in 2020 after charges were brought against a principal for refusing to follow the directive of a school supervisor. The defendants were reminded by the court that the principal derives his authority for the management of the school from Section 27 of the Education Act rather than instructions from school supervision. A third issue is the manner in which the directive was relayed. While it is recognized that WhatsApp and other information and communication technologies are useful, official instructions ought to be relayed using official channels, especially where they seek to instruct or change standing protocols. Unless it is being used to share a circular or other codified document, it is unwise to use unofficial channels such as WhatsApp. Perhaps school supervisors may need to be trained in the communication protocols to ensure the accurate and well-meaning positions of the Ministry of Education is recognized. They should be reminded that principals are guided by regulations captured in circular memorandum and not whimsical knee-jerk WhatsApp communique between school supervisors whose offices call for them to know better. In closing, the Ministry of Education should be reminded that the changing of policies, any and all policies, must be inclusive of discussion with all stakeholders and especially the recognized majority union. Anything else will not only be rebuffed by TTUTA, but its membership will also be strongly advised to disregard such changes, especially where they infringe on their terms and conditions of service. You have been listening to TTUTA Speaks. To contact us, please dial 610-3850. That's 610-3850. Or you may email our president at president@tuta.org. That's president@ttuta.org. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, where recordings of interviews, events, and other materials are uploaded regularly. Like us by giving a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, and subscribe.